Nexus. This is the Nexus 9, or I guess Nexus 6 Plus? No, Nexus 9. So we've got this made by HTC. It's the first partnership for HTC and Google since, well, the Nexus 1, way back in the day. So it's kind of cool to see them come back together to do some more Nexus work. This is the box, so similar to the Nexus 6 packaging, it's kind of just all white, has the big number there, and then you've got a little bit of graphic here on the sides, which goes to the back to show you kind of a preview of the device. Also tells you the color. So this one's in black. The device also comes in white, or eventually will come in tan as well. Again, this is the black version. I've already cut the box to make this quicker. So let's do that. Let's open this up and see what we're looking at here. So here's the device wrapped in plastic. What else do we got? Quick start guides about the Nexus 9 and a USB charger. I do not believe this has anything to do with turbocharging or quick charge 2.0, since it is a well, it's an NVIDIA chip in there, but I would imagine we're not going to get quick charge. So no turbocharger here. That's just a Nexus 6 thing. Let's unwrap, and then we'll start talking about the device. So here it is, and definitely sort of that, hate to call it, compared to an iPad, but that sort of squarish. It's got that 4:3 screen resolution, which does again make it sort of iPad-ish. But HTC build quality, although you do have the soft touch back on the backside here, not the metal finish we've seen from HTC with devices like the One M8 or last year's M7. So let's talk about it while I believe it's booting up. Yep, there we go. So we've got a 8.9-inch IPS LCD TFT display. Again, that 4:3 aspect ratio, which is a resolution of 2048 by 1536. You also got Gorilla Glass 3, and they've added in a double tap to wake feature. So kind of like we've seen with LG, like G2 and G3, you can double tap to wake it up. Sony's also doing that as well now. So kind of a handy little feature there. It is 7.95 millimeters thick, so pretty thin for a tablet. I believe the Nexus 6 was 10 millimeters, so it's thinner than the Nexus 6. Wi-Fi and LTE versions coming. This is a Wi-Fi version, I believe. And in terms of pricing, you're looking at 16 gig Wi-Fi version is $399. 32 gig Wi-Fi version is $479, or the 32 gig LTE version will be $599. You can pre-order these now through Google Play, and they're supposed to thanks there. They're in pre-order. They're in pre-order now through Google Play, and they're shipping November 3rd. You can also pre-order them through Amazon and I believe even Best Buy. So that was interesting. Thanks, Google. In terms of other specs, you have an 8 megapixel camera up top there. 1.6 megapixel front camera on the front side, 16 or 32 gigs of storage, which I mentioned. You have a 64-bit NVIDIA Tegra K1 dual-core Denver processor on the inside. So this is the first Android device with 64-bit processor, and that's at 2.3 gigahertz. It also has a 192-core Kepler GPU. So this should be a gaming beast for the most part. NFC, Bluetooth 4.1, 6,700 milliamp hour battery on the back here, and that's pretty much what you're looking at. Boom sound speakers though, so you do have a speaker up top and one down bottom. They're not quite as pronounced as we have seen with devices like the One M8, but you can see one speaker there and the other there. So you should get great audio quality, and it doesn't look like it wants to let me skip setting up Wi-Fi. So let me just type that out real quick. All right, so we'll let that connect to Wi-Fi, boot it up, and just kind of show you quickly what Lollipop looks like on a tablet. There we go, checking connection. Overall, though, the device feels, it's an interesting feel. Most of the Android tablets I've dealt with are definitely not 4:3, so they're almost one-hand comfortable devices, if you will, like the Nexus 7. This one's definitely not a one-hander. It's definitely a two-hander, which is fine. It's just got, a different aspect ratio that we're not necessarily used to. I am Kellen, and spelled that wrong. Okay, So skip all you. There we go. Yep, that's fine. All right, we are finished. So there's Lollipop up and running, Android 5.0. This is personally my first time seeing Lollipop on a tablet. I haven't flashed it yet onto the Nexus 7. Oh, and you do get auto rotate on the home screen. That's nice. So basically, we're not going to tour Lollipop at this time. On the home screen. That's nice. So basically, we're not going to tour Lollipop at this time, and we've showed you a number of features over the last couple of weeks. But this is what it looks like on a tablet. Sort of a different layout than you normally see on a phone with the settings there. There is Nexus 9 and Android 5.0. But we're going to have a review up hopefully by November 3rd when this thing basically launches and starts shipping and all of that stuff. Again, this is the black version. It comes in white and eventually will come in tan as well. Nexus logo there. It looks kind of just like a square version of the Nexus 7 from last year. I'm not going to lie. Actually, let's try the double tap to wake. Sure enough, that works. I don't think we're double tapping to sleep. No, we're just double tapping to wake. So yeah, this has just been a quick unboxing of the Nexus 9. Obviously, we'll test some things and show you a lot more of what's going on over the coming days. But for now, that's it.